Hello again, this is Gail Cameron from My Pocket Coach. In this week's Wednesday Wisdom, I'd like to talk about interview skills. So we've been helping clients conduct successful interviews for almost 30 years now. So we have a lot of experience and we understand exactly what it takes to win the interview, win the job. I'd like to read to you a letter I received from a client recently when he said, "Dear Gail, I want to thank you so much for our session. I am, as of the 23rd of March, the new head of Client Success Management at an international fulfillment company. I could not have landed this wonderful job if it weren't for the confidence you gave me to go into that first interview." So confidence is really the word. And how does one build up your confidence? Because an interview is really all about the primacy effect. The primacy effect is what psychologists call that critical impression you make when you meet people who don't know you. Now, the primacy effect is made up of three impactors. A visual one, and visual is important because the eye is hungrier than the ear. We look before we listen. So it's got to do with what you are wearing, your posture, your non-verbal behavior. We have a whole digital dress code which one should adhere to, especially if you're going to be doing this interview online. Once they get beyond the visual impact, then the voice, speech mechanism, the words you use become very important, because experts will tell you from the moment you begin to speak, your listener will take 7 seconds to decide where you come from, what car you drive, what dog you own. It is and remains the most powerful index of character. And of course, we can all train and develop this instrument to be more flexible, to be more responsive, and especially in an interview, to choose our words carefully, because words do express your background, education, level of confidence, expertise, etc. So once the verbal component has been satisfied, then it's the psychological one. And for people who win in the influence stakes, and let's face it, that's what an interview is all about. It's an opportunity to showcase your abilities, your experience, your background. For people who win in the influence stakes, they appear motivated, intelligently curious, confident. We can sense confidence the moment it walks into the room. But one also needs to appear friendly and forthcoming. And of course, a lot of this is conveyed through animation, which is the mobility of the face, how you use the muscles in the face. And think of it a little as switching the light on behind the eyes. A few years ago, we had to coach a very senior lady. She was up for a dean of an education faculty at a university. She would have been the first female and also the youngest person in that academic institution. We worked on all those three areas: the visual component, the vocal, how she responded to questions, and also the way in which she came across, the psychological components. And I'm very happy to tell you that she was awarded the job. So we have also prepared a whole lot of different categories, and in that we have stated what the panel is looking for in your answers. So for example, under personal and professional development, they're looking for somebody who strives for success, is self-disciplined and can persevere, can deal with disappointment and failure effectively, takes responsibility, actively seeks feedback, displays commitment to lifelong development and learning. So these are the things that you need to bear in mind when they ask questions like, so what is your biggest achievement to date? This is what they are looking for you to reflect in your answers. So we have a wide variety of categories with all the wants that the panel are seeking, and we can guide you through every single question. When you get an innocuous question like, so tell me about yourself, this is not a whole lot of empty waffle. One needs to come back with a well thought out, succinct, crisp resume of your background, your skills, your experience, and providing any highlights that you have achieved. So there's a lot more that goes into an interview than most people think. If you need the help, My Pocket Coach is here for you.